Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at Milestone, and it is Sunday, March 2nd. Futures are now open. I wanted to wait and to make sure that the market was going to do exactly what I thought it was going to do and start heading south. They needed a reason to sell the market. We were up too high, and now we have one. So look for some money to come out. Looks like we're right down about 118 as I'm doing this video. It's 20 minutes into the futures, so it's down about 118. Take a look where we can go before I get into these other stocks here. We got some nice support at you got support all over the place. You have your 50-day moving average, you have your middle Bollinger Band. If we get under the middle Bollinger Band, though, we're going to start heading south. If you take a look at this though, you're really arcing to the downside, and you're starting to move to the downside. This isn't the up channel like we used to have, and this is why I was saying back here that we had topped out, and that's it. Now we're going to start the sell off, and there's going to be a reason, and it looks like this is going to start the reason, one of many. Plus, China's numbers Friday night were really bad. So, what I figured I would do is what's going to drop the most. Where can we make the most money if the market crashes? Okay, if you were in live chat, PCLN was a good one to start out with, and let's look at that and see what we have here. What's great about this is the extension from here to here. Okay, and this was I've been talking about this one too. This is where we start the short because it's going to start heading down. The only support I see right here, right now, is a little bit at 1314.84, and down here at the bottom of this wick. Most likely, we're going to come down to the 50-day moving average and the middle Bollinger Band. And if the market really rolls over, expect this to come down and fill this gap right here, sitting at 1144. And then we'll go from there. Relative strength index will be fixed by that point, and something might change it. Just to let you know, the SPY, I've been saying 177 is my target. I think the next 2 weeks or sooner, we will definitely get to that 177 area to fill that gap. So expect the SPY to do that. Let's burn through a few big boy stocks that have moved up quite a bit, and I want you to take note of these. So grab a pencil, pen, or review this later, or look on our forum. DJ does a wrap up. ACT we'll start with first. I'm going to go fast through here. This one has a lower gap here of 192 that needs to get filled. It's currently sitting at 220, so that could get a nice drop on it. ADS is a big extension also from down here at 228 all the way up here. These are still in consolidation boxes, but understand these things have been moving up big for quite some time. So profit will be taken. Relative strength index on these are very high. AZO, all right, AZO, same thing. 538. This is AutoZone. We get a gap down here at 488. So keep an eye on that gap. There's plenty of room on these things to head to the downside. This scan was done for a reason. I'm not going to tell you what our criteria are, but BIIB, look for this gap down here, 253 with the 200-day moving average. Could get a nice drop on BIIB if it rolls over. CF is another one that's had a big move. Okay, CF has a potential to come down to the middle Bollinger Band, 50-day moving average, and then down here to the 226 area, which is riding the 100-day moving average. CMG, we have a lower gap down here. Yes, I marked this chart up quite a bit only because I'm waiting and I'm ready. Here's what I'm looking for. This gap fill down here on CMG, which is 501. We got a $64 drop coming. If that's the case, if the market falls back, CMG could drop even more if everything gets ugly, and we have a lower gap down here at 438, so keep an eye on CMG. CSGP. Trying to get through all these here. CSGP up pretty big. Look for the 200-day. They get a cluster right here at 180, which is a $20 drop. If not, watch down here at 160. If money comes out of the market, these things are going to tank. Google has the same setup as PCLN, but this one has a lower gap down here. I've been talking about this for quite some time at 903. Don't know if it's going to happen, but in the meantime, look for right around 1131 to be your support area. Relative strength index is at 73, so plenty of room for these to go down. GWW. Grainger. All right, Grainger's just a crazy chart, swings big time, has some, the options roll on this thing, but I get a gap down here that we want to keep an eye on, a little gap at about 233, so nice $20. The average on these could be from $20 to $50 drops, so some of them a little bit more. So keep an eye on that one. IBB is another one. Took a nice hit the other day with the sell-off in the market. Really didn't recoup that much, but these overextended stocks that have just gone crazy since November, I would plan on these things really coming back. So I just want you to keep an eye on IBB to come back further. I don't see a big gap on this chart anywhere special, but I would take this cluster right here first to 273, 237. I apologize. All right, ISRG has not filled a gap yet, and I really thought it was going to. It's had a hell of a move, but if the market rolls over, so will this. Come back down. Expect it to come back into this trade zone right here that we have. But you have a death cross about to take place with your 50 and your 200-day moving average. Once that takes place, this stock is gone. It's going to roll over time. So I think the upside potential is now gone on ISRG for quite some time. So I've been talking about this for a long time, and there's some low gaps that need to get filled in the hundreds. So ISRG, keep an eye on for a long-term drop. MDY, I'm going to try and hit all these. I got a lot of them. MDY, big move to the upside. Okay, this is a very aggressive off to 230, $20 move to the upside. Can easily get a $20 move to the downside. MDY. MIDD, keep an eye on. Huge gap, okay, and this one here is 268 to 296 right now. So any kind of selling comes out of this market, this thing could really take a dump. So keep an eye on that one. MKL, these all have options, by the way. That's why I do it. Ray does a great job scanning for these. He has all the power tools that we need to pick up these things. As you know, GMCR is doing exactly what we said it was going to do. But we'll get to that one for a minute. But this one here, let's get down to the lower Bollinger Band. I mean the lower gap. We're at 577 area right now. We're going to come down to 546 for a gap fill. Expect all these gaps to get filled. That's what we're looking for. MKL we just did. All right, NEU. Trying to hurry this up here. NEU, same thing, big move. Okay, from down here at this area, or even the middle of the support area for 330. So you get a $30 move, $39, $40 move that could come in on this one. Netflix, we know that one is jacked up pretty good. Okay, we get a beautiful gap down here. I love this gap. If we can get some selling in the market, 336 is my target price. All right, so Netflix 336, and I'm saying if the market rolls over, PCLN we already did, so I won't do that one. PXD is at a big move also, okay, but it has a nice little lower gap down here at 157, and that could be a great target on this one once we start turning and rolling over. So let's go to REGN. REGN has had a large move from way back here also. Down here 146. I told you this was coming. We're going to drop. Market's going to drop. Really no gap in this one, but you're going to have this here 50, this cluster in here, 291, somewhere in that area. Now's our chance to make some big money. There's going to be a lot of liquidity in the market. SAM, big move to the upside recently. And then we look for this one to really come back down, get inside this. This is support right now. Once we get under this channel, okay, expect this one to come back down to reality, maybe the 200-day moving average, but understand we have a lower gap down here at 183. 183. So plan these trades out, folks, because you're going to make some serious money if we roll over. All right, you're going to get healthy pullbacks no matter what. I mean, this is the market is due. We knew it was coming. We've been planning. We've been telling you. SHW, big move for a paint company. A 174 to 200. It's a nice $25 move. Look at your relative strength index. SHW needs a break. It is just way too high. Tesla, we know about that, but there's a lot going on with Tesla. I'm not going to go nuts and say this is going to go right down in the crapix. I don't think so, but it has a gap at 218 that will get filled. Maybe that'll be support at that point, if not coming back down to these support levels down here. But expect this to come back down for a little bit of a break unless they have news. V, be careful here. It wants to go to the upside, but if it does sell off, look for a nice downside pullback to probably this here, 210. The other ones look a lot better than V, but the potential is there for this one to drop. WYNN. WYNN, this has been going straight up forever and a day. So, look for this one to come probably back down to middle Bollinger Band 216 area, and maybe even a little bit lower down to the 188. Market really sells off. Expect the 200-day on a lot of these stocks to get hit. All right, what's safe? TLT you can play. 20-year bonds, if you notice, starting to take off again, and head north. So TLT is a good one to mess around with. What I'll do is get into some defense stocks pretty soon, but I want you to take note of something. That there's a gap fill. A little gap fill right here at 111, but more importantly, there's a very large gap up at 123. Okay, so TLT 123 for a gap fill. Everybody's going to go safe. Keep an eye on silver and gold. SLV, I know they were down big, but they were right at their 200-day moving average supports, and it's still holding support. So expect this one to move to the upside. SLV, we have a beautiful gap over here at 25. AGQ, I love that one. That one moves very well. It's ProShares Silver. That's after it's done its split. It's just chilling out right here. So if this could be another safe haven to get into if the market turns ugly. So AGQ, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on defense stocks tomorrow, and also more bonds that you could kind of protect yourself in if this market rolls over. Because I've been saying it for a while, I'm planning it, and it's just way too overextended. I showed you on the Dow video, 20-year monthly. We were at the top. So, all right, this is Matt over at Milestone. We'll see you in the chat room tomorrow to make the best of all this liquidity that's coming into the market. All right, everyone, have yourself a great Sunday night.